Howdy, fellas.
Well, hello there. All right, how's the sound? I always gotta check because even though I leave the settings the same, they change themselves on me. You're ready to witness the gay fishing lure battle of the century. I'm ready to participate. Those came out so cute on Linry, and I think we should troll the entire gay community by doing nothing but fishing lure nails for our Pride Mannies this year. I think that would be fantastic. You're gonna get banned from 2 lives in one day due to fish puns. I welcome the puns. Lori, I welcome the puns. Puns are welcome here. Okay, so I filmed a video today and I'm wearing contacts and eye makeup and like I can't see. I'm not used to wearing. So if you see me going like that, that's just me trying to read chat. I'm like, what's happening? Let's see. It's 32 degrees Celsius, 89 outside, and you're dying. Yeah, it's too dang hot, too dang early. Howdy, polished mess. You've never said howdy before. Welcome to the chat. You're one of us. One of us. Get your little. Hang on, I gotta get over to the Twitch here. Get your little cowboy Irwins. Get your little sound alerts. I've got several different versions of howdy for you to choose from. So enjoy. How are you guys? You have to find it. Challenge accepted. Linry, I don't know if I can. Yours came out so cute. I did have to do a test nail to make sure that I could pull this off. My peel off base coat is drying right now, and then I'll show. No, I do have my contacts on, but normally I wear glasses, so I'm like, there's pieces of plastic drying on my eye. I used to wear contacts all day, every day when I worked in person, but now that I work from home, I'm like, extra effort? No. Speaking of which, I'm officially on summer break as of today. Yay! Which means I can totally change my stream schedule to fit you better. So you guys tell me if Thursdays are still good, if this time is still good. I would absolutely not mind streaming earlier in the day. Not at the same time as Linry, obviously. Yeah, Linry does wear glasses. Nerd. That's the person who wears glasses 90% of the time. You don't have AC in your house and you're melting. Okay, yeah, that's a big difference. Honestly, AC is not a luxury anymore. Not with global warming. It is a necessary utility. A cold bath, I've done that when it was too hot. I have filled the bath up with not cold but like lukewarm water and then put a cold compress on my head just to try and like get some evaporative cooling going. I feel ya. Stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Thursday. So like right, that only gives you an hour. Or no, that is what time you stream. Sorry, I'm thinking in central times. Hi, Cappy. Hi, Cappy. But yeah, I'm thinking. Let me go to dog cam because they're being cute right now. Sorry, wrong button. Yeah, I might even put a poll on my Instagram to get. Oh, you get a treat already. No. Who is that? That was from Doom. Say thank you, Doom. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Doom. Cuties. Anyway. Because I want to continue streaming at least once a week for nail art, but then I think I want to add a swatch stick stream because I got my swatch sticks, I got my labels. I'm ready to start swatching out the entire collection, and that's my goal for the summer, is to get that done over the summer. So yeah, might Kadachi, short hello and goodbye. And yes, for my European viewers, I'm looking to stream earlier. My poor European viewers, it's too late for y'all. Y'all gotta go to bed. Okay, Cappy, I gotta paint fishing lures on my nails now. Go on. Go on. Anyway. Let me switch to a nail stream. Frozen neck ice packs were so helpful. Yes. What landlord doesn't believe in AC? They're cruel and unusual punishment. But yeah, swatch sticks. This is one of many bags that I ordered. So I got these plus little magnetic hooks that I put on the side of my Helmers. I think that's what I've decided. So you can kind of see my setup. Let me go back here. Just gonna keep switching camera angles on you guys. You can kind of see how my Helmers are set up back here. I put the hooks on like this inner portion, so that the swatch sticks can just like be, you know, they're still out, but they're not like front and center, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if I'm even gonna be in this office by the end of summer. I might move to the bigger room. I don't know. With swatch sticks have been it's been an ordeal for me to decide on swatch sticks, but I am going to do them. I think it'll be really helpful. I know it'll be really helpful. I need to stop denying it. It was really cruel and unusual and brought you to the breaking point and you had a fight. Yeah, I'm glad you're out of there too. That's ridiculous. So, I didn't know what I wanted to do today, and then Linry did these amazing, absolutely adorable pride flag themed fishing lure nails, which I've seen the fishing lure nails and I've been wanting to do them anyway. So I was like, oh, those are cute. Maybe I should do those. And then it turned into a challenge. So I did a test nail to make sure that I could pull this off. I did, oh man, let me turn the exposure down because it is so bright. I did the trans flag on my thumb and it's so cute. And I'm very happy with how it came out. So I think we can do this. I think we can do this. You're shocked at how helpful they are for, I can read, for nail art. I was like, duh. Yeah, I know. You're right. Be fine duping out, but didn't think we'd use them all the time. Yeah, I know I'm gonna use them all the time. Hello, Luna. Yeah, there's my little trans one. So I gave him stripes and dots because, I mean, he's trans. So he has both. Or could have either, however you want to word that. Okay. For the polishes, I'm using all neon Vice collection from Cirque. Okay. A lot of people have been like, what is the point of a neon white? But I'm going to tell you right now, I've used this quite a bit since I got it. I actually really like the neon white from Cirque. Fish have no rules. This is what I mean with my contacts. I'm like, what? They are lawless and they do not go to school. Some of them do go to school. But yeah, it's a very different world for fish. And we were talking a little bit on your stream about like gayness in nature and stuff. And I have a master's degree in biology. And it does kind of like irk me a little bit because are there gay animal couplings? Yes, of course there are. But unfortunately, most of the time it's just because males are over eager and will just go after whatever. You know what I mean? It's not quite a conscious thing, but sometimes it is conscious. There's those cute penguins that raised a baby together. If that's not gay, I don't know what is. So it happens. At least I have a plan to start my swatches. Yeah. Colette has been saying she wants to swatch her polish for the last. Well, oh yeah, Colette. I'm sure she has way more polish than me, so that's a daunting task. Longer than I've been following her. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait a decade. I'm gonna get it done this summer. You made your husband make a hook system for them? That's cute. I like that. I was thinking, honestly, these rings that they came with, are quite big. I wonder if I did want to like display them instead of just having command hooks on the wall or whatever, maybe get one of those cute like accordion like coat holders, you know what I mean? And then there's like at least like some artistry to it. I don't know. Sometimes same-sex albatrosses will raise an egg too. Yeah, birds seem to like have the child rearing part of it, which is interesting. I don't know that much about it, but it's hard to switch out of like, it's fun to anthropomorphize. That is such a hard word to say. It's fun to anthropomorphize animal relationships and stuff, you know? But just so you know, from like a scientific point of view, that's not like what's happening. Except with Fanaticure, who is a gay fish. Welcome, Steph. It's nice to see ya. You heard gay penguins will steal eggs from other ones, support gay rights and gay wrongs. Exactly. Hey, if the species continues, then it's fine. Then evolution says, do it. So the flags that Linry did, that we're going to steal her art. We're going to copy, stealing art from artists, copy other creators without apologizing. You always believe in gay frog through the bed. Oh, Alex Jones. May you meme forever. Sorry, I just had to choke on my Arizona iced peach tea. Let's see, sometimes I use them for surrogates if the egg is abandoned. Yes, that's always one of my favorites. I'll call it a hypothesis because I don't even know how they would gather enough data about like why does gay happen? Why gay? Is the gay uncle theory. Like, evolution is all about like what percentage of your genes are getting passed on, right? So like if you have the gay uncle whose sister has a baby, it is still beneficial for him to why gay? It's still beneficial for him to protect his nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? So it's like evolution. That's like a weird little like evolutionary like why gay? But I don't know. That's not my area of expertise by any means. See, or because males be the way they are sometimes. One of the females will end up with the egg, but that's rare. Yeah. Yeah, normally with especially birds, it does seem to be male-male pairings. Let's see. He grabbed a long, skinny piece of wood and drilled holes for those white hooks. Oh, nice. Yeah. So you kind of hang them on like you would like a shower curtains kind of thing. There's a river that has endangered alligators or crocodiles, and they're having trouble maintaining breeding because they keep pairing up. Yeah, if you can find that article, send it to me because that's interesting. Why this river gay? Especially in reptiles who are very instinct driven, you know, it's kind of interesting. I did the French flag. It's right here. See, red, white, and blue. French, check. Start a series teaching us something while doing your nails, please. Okay. You know, that'd be fun. If you guys don't mind learning basic biology, because that's what I teach and that's what I taught for a long time, I'd be more than happy to share what I know. Anyway, sorry. Looking back at Lenry's nails, we have I'm going to call it the gay men's flag, because that's what the University of, what is this website? University of Northern Colorado calls it, because calling it the MLM flag confuses me and others. They're putting chemicals in the water, turn the freaking frogs gay. He's not 100% wrong, which is the sad part, but it's just the worst way to word it. Kind of like shower curtain coat. Yeah, I like that. I feel like, was it Punch Buggy had that system with the shower curtain rods? Okay, anyway, and then we have the pan, which I have these two, plus I'll use this blue. The pan. Sexual. There we go. I'm just making sure my orders are all correct as well. Then we have the Wespians. I love me a good Wespian. Which I'll use the white in the middle, but then there's my little sunset. I'm an ally, and I do love all members of the alphabet gang. However, there's too many flags. I'm sorry. There's so many flags. It's just, oh, it's hard to fit all these in. But that's okay. We'll get through them. We have all June. You loved Animal Planet as a kid. Lay on the animal facts. Heck yeah. I loved zoo books. Did y'all read zoo books? What is it? A flag store, right? That's so many flags. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Your mom is super into watching the albatrosses. Cornell bird. My contact's drying out again. Oh, bird cams. I love bird cams. In my classroom, I had a TV in like a weird spot that wasn't convenient, so I would just put on like animal live streams all day, and we watched a lot of birds. The pyramid scheme. Yeah, no pyramid scheme flags. This is gay men's pride flag. Pansexual, lesbians, and then of course for the pinky, the bisexual. Excellent. So, and these are all neons. These are all from the Vice collection. So we're gonna have some fun glowy time. The trans flag I did also was with the Vice collection, so it also glows. I'm excited. This is gonna look good, hopefully. Can I keep everything in order? 1 second. Oh, and then, I mean, I was like, I might as well keep the Cirque, so even my black polish is going to be today, although, so far as I know, they don't have a neon black. I wouldn't be surprised if next year they did. Okay, so first thing, I'm just going to put down a white top coat. No. A white base coat. No. A regular base coat. My god. Forgot, I have peel off base coat on, but nothing else. And I'm a double base coat kind of person. I knew I'd get it right eventually. I've been into Holo Taco's smoothing bases lately. No particular reason. But that's what I'm going to use. And you know what? Let me zoom in for you guys. That's better. Do we like the black background? I feel like my camera is struggling a little bit with it, but I do think it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm wearing contacts and makeup today is because I filmed a video, finally. I haven't edited it yet. That's tomorrow, Danny's problem. But I'll get it edited and posted hopefully tomorrow, along with some more videos filmed. It's just me catching up in my Manny review videos from last year. Oops. But then I have plans. Look, I made an extra long list. So for starting in June, I want to go ahead and do my color series where I go through my favorites from each color. I've technically already done red and gray, but those were for a Topic Tuesday video like a year ago or so. So I think I can redo those. My nails are so pretty. Thank you. They are at the perfect length for me. If I get greedy and let them grow any longer, then they will break on me. So I have to be diligent and keep them this length. Okay, Doomed, we will talk to you later. I'm so sorry that even your phone is overheating. It's too dang hot. It's too dang hot. But then I left room for Topic Tuesday videos, although they haven't posted for June topics, so I might just be making up my own. But yeah, if you have any requests, let me know. I'll put it on the list. You would get a neon black? I would too. just for how ridiculous it sounds. I thought the neon white sounded ridiculous, and I've loved it. I've been using it like crazy. You ready for all the Mooncat drama tomorrow? People will be seeing that price point for the first time. Yeah. You know, I think I'm gonna do a dupe it out for the newest Mooncat collection, but you have the rule of not doing nail art. But let me know if you're gonna break that rule, because if you are, then I won't do a video. But I was thinking I might go ahead and try to recreate the gradients, like, for fun. I definitely do not want to live the dupe it out lifestyle. PPU is enough for me once a month. Speaking of which, Steph, if you're still in the chat, bingo this Sunday. Be there. I forgot the theme. I think it's vacation destinations. You never do nail art, takes too long. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, I feel like this is the one exception where I can. Right, Steph? Do we have bingo on Sunday? I'm pretty... Don't we? Oh no, am I wrong? We should know. I'm gonna look it up. Polish pickle. I'm pretty sure it's time. Oh, okay, okay. You scared me. I was like, no, it's me. I'm the one who forgets. Yeah, June is vacation destinations and July is rewind. That's always exciting. Let's see. Linda should just post a video of her throwing in the towel, wearing a white flag, giving up on duping. Honestly, yeah, it's so many. Ooh, okay. You processed that print. I appreciate that. I thought it was gonna be last Sunday too, but then I think there was like a weird week with Polish Pickup. One of their dates was funky, and I want to say it was because of Easter. Don't actually remember what happened. Okay. Now we're dry. Now we can go in with the white base. So let me show you guys this, for all the smack people have been talking about this polish. Look at this formula. It is just about a one coat white, and it is buttery smooth. Like, that is the nicest applying white I own. It's gorgeous. I know it's just white, but like, it's very white. You know what I mean? It's crispy. It is Hollywood celebrity veneer white. With their fake teeth. I don't know why that's what popped into my head, but it's an unnatural white. And that's what I want for a neon. I want it to look toxic. I want to know that if this somehow ended up in the water system, it would turn frogs gay. You know what I mean? Let's see. You're so excited for Rewind. You want to get your hands on BKL Queen of Rot. Do you know for sure that's what they're bringing back? Oh, look at this not focusing camera. Isn't that great? Can we focus, please? Focus. Yeah. I hardly see nail line. No patchiness. And that's only one coat. That's really good for a white. I'm just saying. Is it worth the money? Probably not, but it is for me. I'm having a good time. But from Cirque, I collect the Vice collection and the jellies. That's just what I like. Let's see. Oh, and it's on your birthday month? Nice. Happy early birthday. That's why you want Linry to attempt the Island P. She gets frustrated and gives up after the second attempt. Let's see. Yeah, it's honestly, I could do one coat, especially since I'm going to do a gradient on top of it, but it's part of my spiritual beliefs to do 2 coats. Does it glow under black light? Heck yeah, it does. Heck yeah, it does. It's very hard to show when this light is on. Let me turn this light off. Heck yeah, it does. Hehehe. Yes, BKL sent out an email that they're doing Queen of Rot and Doomacorn. Oh, man, I might have to go ahead and get Doomacorn. I'm going to switch screens. so that I don't blind you when I turn this light back on. Okay. And maybe the other one, who shall not be named. Is that Doomicorn? Is that the one we're not naming? Because, like, I don't need that polish, but I'm so tired of hearing about it that I want to buy it. You definitely be using it sparingly at the price. Yeah, it's... Cirque is not cheap. Even though it's a... Yeah, what is this? 11 milliliters of a white cream for... How much did I pay for? I don't remember how much it cost. I can look in a second. I'm just going to do a second coat real quick and then put on some liquid latex. Oh, but it's so nice. It goes on so nice. Let me think. What did I miss out on that I hope comes back? It would be amazing if, was it Colors de Carol brought back R2? I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be awesome. Yo, but I'm sure there's already, because that's the thing about whites, right? Don't whites all kind of glow under UV? Like, I bet there's a good dupe out there, or there will be soon. But yeah, I'm having a good time. Let me look at how much I paid for it though, just so I'm being fully transparent. Let's see. Neon's $12.50. Yeah. Oh, reunion in the chat is so beautiful. What are you licking? Why are you just licking the air? Could you, like, scoot 1 foot up so people on camera can see you? Cappuccino is right there, just out of the camera. You want Monarch to bring back Psycho? Yes. I really fall in love with Monarch and Beau Revs. Both of them have just been putting out some fantastic polishes. Ew, my liquid latex is getting all gummy. You know, actually, that's a good video idea. Maybe before the July bingo, I'll try to make a video going over my favorite polish pickup polishes from... Because how far back do they go for Rewind? I'll do at least the last year. Yeah, I'll do at least, like, from the last year. Although I think they can rewind as far back as they want. You're here for all the gay manis? Yes, the gay fishing manis. We're doing fishing lures. Because I didn't actually know what I wanted to do tonight. Which is funny because I have so many manicures I need to get to. I got invited to way too many birthday collabs. So you're gonna see a lot of birthday nails from me. For honestly, some for people I don't know very well or hardly know at all. They're just kind of big names in the Instagram space, but that's okay because I love collabs. And I just like being invited to things. So I'm like, sure, I'll do a birthday mani for you, person I've never had a direct conversation with. That's okay. You know, on top of all the regularly scheduled collabs. Which, if you are in the Random Hollow Tuesday collab, the polish has been announced. It is Orange Drink, and I'm so excited. I think I think I want to do Les Poissons Steve nails for that. I don't know for sure. All right, let's see. Um. Oh yeah, Linry is a full-on influencer as much as she doesn't want to be. We are buying polishes because she recommended them. I have for sure. You picked up Island P Abracadabra. Ooh. Oh, Linry, were you gonna do that? No, but surely we bought different polishes though. But no, I don't actually want to steal all of your ideas. Only the good ones. Oh, you already did. Yeah. I didn't know you did one for polish pickup specifically. What does abracadabra look like? Hang on, I'm gonna Google it. One-handed. I-L-N-P around my microphone. Come on, Google, fill it in for me. Yeah, Google. Ooh, oh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's a blurple if I've ever seen one. Oh yes, no, you did the Poisson Steve nails. You did, and they were fantastic. Because I was debating, I was like, if I get my mani submitted first, I could do orange slices and be, you know, just really lazy. Not that you can't repeat nail art in the collabs. There's so many people in that collab. Surely there's gonna be a couple repeats, but it is kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like I don't really want to do because I've already seen someone else do it. But then I thought about it and I was like, what else is orange that I enjoy? That dang fish song got so stuck in my head. Yeah, purplish space with intense blue shimmer and flakies. Let me share my screen because I'm looking at it right now. Can I share my screen? Is that okay? There we go. Yeah, look at this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's like is that gold in there? I love gold. Yep, gold metallic flakes. Ooh. She's pretty. She's very pretty. Your man was getting mad at you because I would. Me too. I was singing. Le Poisson Steve. Elle est orange. Just constantly. That is a nice shade. That is really good. I need to place an order for ILNP. Except I don't, because lately I have been shopping. I got a bonus at work for being a recognized teacher. Oh my god. I just tried to remove a little bit of liquid latex off the side of my nail and started rubbing the polish right off. It's just gonna be part of the nail. It's just, it is what it is. I don't want to mess it up. But I ordered from, oh my gosh, let me go look. Glisten and Glow painted polish, because they released, or they had 2 Fourth Wing themed polishes, and I just finished the 3 books that are currently published, and I love it. I'm not like obsessed, but I'm starting to let my TikTok algorithm give me more, excuse me, Fourth Wing content, especially the memes, and I'm very much enjoying it. That's my favorite thing, is to finish a piece of media and then get to enjoy all the memes about it. It makes me happy. So yeah, I had a pretty big order from Glisten and Glow, and then painted polish. And then I'm planning on Plus Life Lacquer is releasing their Minecraft themed rainbow jellies on June 1st, and I'm like, heck yeah. So I'm gonna get that, and I think, don't let my husband hear, I think I'm also gonna get the arcade kit jellies from last year. Do I need 2 jelly rainbow collections? Need? No. Want? Yes. So I'm gonna be spending some money on polish, and I bought my first anime figure today. I have started my journey down that rabbit hole. Pray for me. No, I don't think I'm gonna go crazy, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see what. Yeah, this is dry enough. We can get started. So, let me show you how I prep my sponges. It's just like a big bag of makeup sponges from Amazon. And I like to cut them in half long ways. There we go. And then you can cut off the tip. Make a fresh tip. Show you the figure I bought? It's not here yet, but when it is, I will definitely unbox it on stream. Cut them hot dog, and then just one bun of the hamburger. That's right. And then lose track of which one you cut already. Okay. That's also an important step. And I don't know about y'all, but I reuse my sponges until, like, there's, you know, it doesn't fit on the nail anymore. So this is obviously the one I used for my thumb. And it's still good for the pinky. There's still plenty of room. What else did I order? I ordered some stickers. I don't know. They were having a 50% off sale, and it got to me, and I was like, I want stickers. And then I also ordered... These dang social medias have influenced me. I kept seeing on TikTok and Instagram the same ad for these credit card covers, like stickers to put on your credit card that look like different things. And I ordered the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the Dark Magician for me and my husband. So our credit cards are gonna look like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm so excited. Yeah. So I bought myself some treats for getting that award. All right, let's see. First up, the MLM, the Gay Men's Choir flag. So I have a plan because there's so many colors that go onto this flag. I'm just gonna do half at a time. So I've got the blue half, and then we'll do the green half. And I think maybe like 2 or 3 coats of the gradient should be enough. This is the one case where the skinny brush is definitely superior. Fitting it all onto these little sponges. That was a little thick. That was a little thick. Okay, we can just kind of overlap it. Yeah. Alright. Then I can just line it up in the middle. And there you go. It's super faint. You can barely see it, but that's why we do layers. Gay men, like ogres, have layers. My dark blue is getting a little lost, so I think I'm going to go back, put some extra dark blue on there, just because it's too far off to the cuticle. Vertical gradients are definitely more difficult. Hot dog style gradients. Oops, that was too thick. Always too thick. I was actually wondering when I was testing this out if it would be easier to get like a nail art brush, like a skinny one, and just paint on the sponge with a skinnier brush. But like, oh no, I butchered that. Oh, it went all over the place. That's okay, we'll cover it up. Ah, shoot. It went all the way on the other side of the nail. It's okay, they're fish. Okay, they're fish. Um, ugh. I don't know what I was saying, but anyway. This ain't that easy, y'all. It ain't that easy. I want thin line. There we go. Okay. I noticed this when I was doing my thumb too, but that's one thing. These Vice colors, they don't like to build very well. Like, it's gonna take a lot of layers to get the saturation I want. Unfortunately. But that's okay. You guys are here to entertain me. So tell me about things. Oh, I have something I can tell y'all about. I have a little rant, if that's okay. A little annoyed rant. So I've been watching Fire Force, right? And every discussion I see of Fire Force online complains about the fan service. And there is... Okay, what is happening? Why does it keep getting worse? What am I doing now? There's a lot of fan service. I'm not going to deny that. Especially there's this one character named Tamaki who has... what they call it, the Lucky Lecher Lure curse or something like that. Basically, she loses her clothes all the time. Ends up in a bra and panties. It's anime. Whatever. But people are always complaining about that. They'd be like, oh, it'd be such a good show if this didn't happen. And it's like, yeah, probably. But, like, it's fan service. What do you expect? But they didn't warn me or talk about season 2, episode 1 is all about, because it's Fire Force, so they're like firefighter companies. It's about them posing for the annual nude calendar, males only. So it's these beefy anime men in almost nothing. Obviously they don't show everything, but like, I'm like, and this isn't fan service? What are you saying? So as long as a show has an equal representation of fan service, I think it's fine. I was just like, how has this not come up in any of the discussions? Yes, more gay fish, although it's not, so far it's not going well, but I think we can turn it around. Think we can get them in the second half. Anyway, so that's my rant. I'm curious what y'all's opinion is. Is fan service ever okay? Or do you have my rule where as long as it's fan service for everyone, it's fine? Because I'm like, who am I to say no? Don't spiral. You just spiraled? Okay. Equal opportunity fan service. Yes. I want to see boobs and beefcakes. Exactly. Thank you for listening to me. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use the same sponge. I'm just gonna use the same sponge and pull this move. Yep. But yeah, I was just again, it was mostly because on social medias and stuff, I see everyone complaining about the female, or I guess the male fan service. Whose tatas are we discussing? Anime. Is it okay to have fan service as long as there's something for everyone? I say yes. But it just annoyed me that all the discussions were about the female characters, you know, and it's really only one female character getting objectified when the entire first episode of season 2 were the males getting objectified. And it's like, is it because it's just a joke? But that's not okay either. I don't know. Just annoyed me. Because I think the show's good. I'm having a good time. I got a little bored, not gonna lie, in season 1. The main conflict I was like a little bit bored with. You're finally in your anime era and you've been binging a lot of them. What have you been watching? And what do you think so far? Anime watermelon sized boobs. Heck yeah. That's what I like. Give me unrealistically muscly men and boobs bigger than her head. That's what we're here for. Not in every show. Not in every show. But for Fire Force, I saw someone leave a comment, was like, this is the most unserious, serious, or maybe it was the other way around, the most serious, unserious anime. And I was like, that's really accurate, because it's definitely a comedy at heart, but the characters have depth and real feelings going on, and it's like, huh, I don't know how to feel about it. I think I have too much polish on the sponge. It's like just moving around instead of going down in layers. See if we can fix that. Cartoon physics have different rules. Exactly, we should take advantage of them. Have you guys heard all the hate for the new live action Lilo and Stitch? I love it when Disney live action remakes do poorly, because I'm like, yes, stop it. Make something original. Stop ruining good things. That's so funny. I haven't watched any of those. Free Read, Sakamoto Days, Lazarus, Delicious in Dungeon. I haven't seen any of that. And you're currently binging Solo Leveling. Let me know what you think and which ones you recommend. Maybe I'll watch them next. Here's our MLM nail so far. Definitely think the green needs one more layer. I'm gonna dab off some of the polish here because I think that's what caused my issues. Yeah. Now the blue looks not very good, but yeah, Freerun I know I need to watch eventually. I just I don't want to be sad. You didn't even know there was a live action Stitch until I started seeing the hate. Yeah. I don't know why they did that. Solo Leveling is fun. You just turn your brain off and watch Aura Farming. Yeah, admittedly I watched the first couple episodes of that, and it was, yeah, the edgelord vibes I couldn't handle. I was like, okay. Yeah, no, they took so much out of the new Lilo and Stitch, and so I think the most offensive thing, sorry, some spoilers, secondhand spoilers though, I haven't seen it myself. Apparently, you're back, you're re-toaster ovening your mini corn dogs and fries. Heck yeah. That sounds delicious. Right, I need to be emotionally ready for free rent, and I'm not there yet. Like, I know what happens, and I don't... I love me some yearning, but some yearning with no possible payoff is just heartbreak. But yeah, spoiler alert for the new Lilo and Stitch. Apparently, Nani, the older sister, gives Lilo up at the end. So an indigenous family gives up their child to the US government, and then she goes to the mainland to study marine biology. The University of Hawaii, which, if you're a native Hawaiian, you go for like either free or like 50% off tuition, something crazy. Like, it's so worth it. It's like the best place to study marine biology. What is that plot point? They know think. What? Like, yeah, and Bleakley's not in drag. Jamba's the bad guy? No, he's Uncle Jamba. What are you doing? Stupid decisions were made. I don't understand. I don't understand, Disney. Why you do this? Am I still on the pointer finger? Yes, I am. I want to get this right. So I was gonna go in and just kind of try to touch up the white and blue part there. Yeah, isn't that lame and uncomfortable? She can go when she's 18 and ready for that. Yeah, also, I mean, again, why would you go anywhere else besides the University of Hawaii? If you're gonna study marine biology. Like, what? It could have been a whole advertisement for the University of Hawaii if they wanted it to. But yeah, just weird decisions keep getting made. I saw a little bit about the Snow White remake too, and that also looked kind of bad. I don't know. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to soften up the edges a little bit. There's our first one. Only took me an hour. I don't remember if they said what university she went to, but just the mainland. It's like, what? Did y'all watch Conclave? No. What's that? Pan time. Pan has... I have too many tabs open. Oh, not white. Blue. There we go. You don't even remember Lilo and Stitch? Lilo and Stitch is a great movie. In fact, it's like one of my favorite Disney movies, except for Lilo and Stitch. I actually hate those characters, but they're very... I mean, she's an annoying little girl and he's a gross little alien. Like, they are who they are, and they're written that way. So they're very believable. But they're, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. But that doesn't mean I don't want the best for them. You know what I mean? It's a movie about modern day struggles of choosing a new pope. Oh yeah, congratulations to Bob from Chicago on making the popehood. Good for you, buddy. It seems like one of the main points of the animated version was that the sister was a really good caregiver. She just needed support. Exactly. She needed Ohana. And by the end of the movie, they get Ohana. In the animated, they get Ohana. They have their new alien uncles to offer support. They have David to offer support. Like, they have Officer Bubbles. They have the entire galactic alien alliance. They're on call if they need anything. They get the Ohana that they needed the whole time. But then Disney was like, for the remake, we're just gonna not do any of that. It's like, we're just gonna take the thesis of the film and just throw it out the window. Is Conclave animated? Because I don't watch non-animated movies. No, I do, but I have to be forced. Being completely honest. All right, let's see. We'll do pink, yellow, blue. Let me start with the yellow. Both sisters were grieving. The oldest sister had to add the added layer of being a single parent. Exactly. She needed support. Cobra Bubbles. That's right. Yeah, it just... the animated movie... The reason why the animated movie was so good is because it was made in Florida rather than California, away from all of the execs and like oversight, so they could do whatever they want and therefore make it good. They could like actually make a good movie without corporate coming in and being like, no, we don't want that. So when you let artists make art, good things happen. Who'da thunk? Not Disney. They don't thunk. Woo, that yellow wants to get covered up so badly. That blue is creeping in. You just want everyone to watch it so you can discuss the twist at the end? Oh, okay. um, the scenes where they say goodbye before they think Lilo is being taken in the original always makes you cry. Yeah, it's really good. It has emotion and depth. I have not seen the remake, but I don't know how it could. Because they cut the ugly duckling scene where Stitch reads the ugly duckling. What? That's like, again, that's like the whole thing. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I just hope that somebody lets artists do art and they can come out with some original stuff that's actually good. Because, like, when's the last time they came out with a actual original story and not a remake? I don't... Was it Wish? Because that also was bad, from what I heard. Ooh. We might only need 2 layers on the pansexual. A little bit more on the blue, but I actually think the pink is good. I know this conversation was like an hour ago, but as far as LA Colors releases a blacklight reflective white every Halloween, there you go. I bet it's pretty good. Right, Stitch needs the story of the ugly duckling. Like, that's the story. Mm. Yes, you're right, Steph. You need those indie creators, which I finally watched Flow, made by an indie animation studio out of... Oh, shoot. Hang on. Flow. What country? Out of Latvia. And it was very good. It's definitely like in that experimental realm, you know what I mean? But like it was really well done and very captivating. Not a whole lot of rewatchability, but like very good. That makes sense. Oh, you guys liked Flow too? The makers of Flow made another movie that's super good. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up what the other movie, because I really enjoyed Flow. The other little studio, oh, what is the name of that studio? They made Wolfwalkers, the one about Selkies, and the Book of Kells. What is the studio called? Boop boop boop. The other movie is more weeb. That's for me. I loved The Secret of Kells. Song of the Sea, that's the other one. I can't find the studio name right now, but I hope they... Oh, Cartoon Saloon? Yeah, Cartoon Saloon. I hope that they come out with some more because that was really good. I tried to buy a 3-pack of the DVDs, and it just never shipped, and I had to get, like, do a charge back and get my money back because it just, like, never came. But it was this, like, really beautiful, like, DVD box set or whatever, and I was like, I really wanted that. Thanks for nothing. Don't remember who I tried to order that from, but yeah. So I have not seen Wolfwalkers yet, but I've seen lots of reviews of it. But I've seen the Song of the Sea and the Book of Kells, or the Secret of Kells, sorry. And they're both very good. Honestly, there's a lot of good indie animation on YouTube as well. There we go. Okay, I just needed the blue and yellow to be a little bit more defined. Away is the name of the other Flow movie. Okay, I'll look at him. By the way, eyebrow, yes, eyebrow reveal. Hell yeah. I'm excited. They look good. I'm excited for you. Okay, it's time for lesbians. Let's get some lesbians up in here. Let me look at the lesbian light thing. Where are you lesbians? Okay, so we're gonna do orange. So yeah, I think the easiest thing to do, I'm actually gonna cut this sponge down a little bit more. Cheap viewers, heck yeah. I love buying viewers. Oh, thank you. Quick drop. Basically, lesbians, yes. Dearly beloved lesbians. I'm gonna cut this sponge down a little bit more so it fits better on half a nail. I say that as my scissors struggle. There we go. Okay. And we're just gonna do one half of the flag at a time. The safest route, I think. So starting with the orange half, I've got a white, dark and a light orange. I'll pay you to leave me alone. Oh, wascally lesbian. I know a couple of wascally lesbians. They're fun. We have a good time. They have their secret lesbian language that they use, and it's so cute. One of them wants something that'll just be like habada, 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 and they know what that is. They know what to get. It's amazing. Reminds me of my grandmother, who was from Germany and had a very heavy accent, and she would just be like, "Bring me the ding," and you just had to know what the ding was. The closest lesbian to me is not very wascally. Well, tell them to get some more whimsy in their lesbian. If you're going to be a lesbian, you need to be whimsical. That's your job. The gays bring the glitter. The lesbians bring the whimsy. How do they not know this? There's our orange. Am I on camera? I'm mostly on camera. Let me scoot these back. The lesbians cheat on each other and I can't keep up with their drama. I have heard that can happen. I like the older lesbians who have calmed down. Who have chilled a little bit. I think that's probably true for all people. I prefer the mature, chill ones. The pansexuals bring the devil's lettuce. There you go. We've got a party now. And the bis bring the vibes. I like that. Oh my goodness, these neons do not like to build up. One of the lesbians got so upset she started a cult. Wait. Back up. Have we heard of this cult? What's happening? Like following her drama on TikTok. Ah, okay. I have managed to avoid a lot of the drama channels on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm very proud of myself for that. Because I will get sucked in. I will start investing emotions into things that I don't need my emotions. Oops. My goodness, this doesn't want to build. Come on, give us some more orange. Just a little bit more. Il est orange. Le poisson Steve. There we go. That's a little bit better. Just need a little more saturation. Still not like great, but it's there. Too baby for true crime, but cults, sign me up. Honestly, I feel that. The cult is called Phase 2, if you want to look it up. I shouldn't, but maybe I will. There was a Lord of the Rings cult? Of course there was. What am I saying? Yes, cosplay the Hobbit 24/7. Heck yeah. That's called cottagecore, and it's an aesthetic. Alright, let's do the other half of the Wespians, which is light to dark pink. Whew. These are going to take a while. But honestly, the gradient is the longest part, and then we just slap some fishy things on there, and it'll be good. Phase 2 does sound like, that's like a proper cult name. I remember, I used to listen to my dad's rock in the car with him, and Blue Oyster Cult came up. And I was like, Dad, what's a cult? Like, what does that mean? What is Blue Oyster Cult? And he was just struggling. He was like, it's when a group of people just really believe in something. I'm like, okay. And he's like, for example, let's say a cult believes that tree, he just pointed to a random tree, is God. I'm like, what? The worst explanation. Cottagecore lesbians have the whimsy. Heck yes, they do. The whimsy and the baked goods. I love those ladies. You've been listening to the knitting cult lady? There's so many cults I didn't know about. Biggest drama is that the friend I know decided to be homeless for 24 hours to free herself from the Matrix. Bless her heart. I went to a very privileged filled Baptist university in the South. And so, you know, a lot of kids went to churches and stuff like that. And one of the churches did something like that where they, their members would be homeless for like, I want to say it was like 48 hours or something like that. It was a decent chunk of time. But ooh, they struggled. I think it was good though. I think they learned quite a bit from that experience, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't go to that church anyway, but I didn't want to do it. I was like, nope, I'm sure it's terrible. I believe you that it's struggle. I don't need to experience it for myself. Thank you. But they weren't trying to free themselves from the Matrix, so I think that's a very different mindset. Okay, lesbian flag. You're looking pretty good. I think maybe one more layer on the pink. Do you blame being a former evangelical for your interest in cults? That makes sense to me. Those lines are blurry. I have opinions about organized religion, and that's pretty much it. God, I need a good scam. Give me a good scam. They befriend rich people to give them money so they don't have to work by teaching them how to unplug from the Matrix. Yep, that's... Did you say MLM? Scammy Colts. Alright, let's get these whimsical Wespians finished up. Ooh, need a little bit more on the white. Okay. I messed up a little bit. And I need to go back in with the orange. Just a touch. Just a touch. How you doing, short nail arts? Get off the scissors, it's stuck. Oh, you know what's a scam? Sorry. You know what's a scam? Streaming services. I know y'all knew that already, but my husband and I decided we wanted to rewatch and finish the series Made in Abyss. And we have been jumping through all kinds of hoops and trials and tribulations to try and find where to watch this legally. I know there's other options out there, but it's just easier to do it legally on my TV. And so what we had to do is sign up for a new streaming service, which is already really annoying. And then when I went to that streaming service that supposedly has seasons 1, the movie, and season 2, season 1 didn't show up. I was like, are you kidding me? So what we have to do is go through Amazon and search it, and then it pops up, still through that other streaming service called High Dive. But you can't just go to High Dive and pull it up. It's stupid. It's so stupid. But we eventually got there and we started rewatching it. There's a few other shows on there that I wanted to watch anyway, so I was like, well, not a total loss. Alright, I just want to smooth out that orange a little bit. Trying to do it without losing the white. Okay. Is it perfect? No. Who cares? Flying Spaghetti Monster? Yep. Just assume that I'd pay for cable as much as I pay for streaming service. Honestly, at this point, yeah. You think cable's gonna come back? I think it will, yeah. The HBO you had access to just stopped right before I could watch the last episode of The Righteous Gemstones. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That's the worst. It's like, are you kidding me? I had one episode left. Alright, and we have one nail left. So, it's time for the pinky. Sponge is actually kind of fat for the pinky, so I think actually I'm going to use this one. It's basically on-demand cable. Yeah, like, and the frustration of the availability of things, like, just can't find everything. It's so dumb. Alright, bye, flag. I should know this one, but I'm still gonna look it up just in case. Pink, purple, and blue. Easy as that. I'm just so annoyed that, like, even when you pay for a streaming service, they'll still, like, introduce ads and stuff like that. It's like, come on. Like, I'm already paying for enough. You don't need to charge me monthly and show me ads. That's too much, man. Oh, but if you upgrade to Premium Plus Ultra, it's like, shut up. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, nice and easy. Think you only know the lesbian and the pride flag by heart. Yeah, pride flag is granted there's so many variations, but like that one everyone should know. I know the bi flag because it's so pink for girls, blue for boys, make purple in the middle. Like it's the bi flag as expected is lowbrow. Bringing the ads back was really something, right? Like that. I just couldn't. I was mind blown. I was like, how dare you put ads on something I paid for? You have analysis paralysis looking for stuff on streaming apps. Me too. Me too. We have to have a very specific show that we want to watch in order to try a new streaming service. So like we recently dropped Netflix and picked up HBO only for the show Common Side Effects, which is really good, by the way. Who is this Roy G. Biv? And so like High Dive, I'll probably pay for it for like a month or two just so I can watch Made in Abyss and then Call of the Night. I don't know of any other shows on there for sure that I want to watch. But yeah, that's it. Ooh. I only needed 2 layers on the bi flag. Heck yeah. I don't know if Lazarus is on there. I feel like Lazarus was on Amazon? I don't know. I haven't watched that one yet. It's on my I'm slightly interested list. Exactly. The bi flag is bi-layered. Heck yeah. Okie dokie. Let's get these peeled and get these fishes made. Hi, Cappy. Hi, Pee. I want to say you've recommended the Righteous Gemstones before, and it did catch my eye. I was like, that looks interesting. So since we're on HBO anyway, maybe I'll check it out. There was another show I was interested in, but we didn't start. It had Jeff Goldblum in it as Zeus. It was like a modern Greek gods situation. It looked like a comedy. I can't remember what that was on now. Maybe Hulu? I've heard good things about White Lotus. I don't know anything about it though. I've just heard like people be excited about it. So, what is that about? It's called HBO Max, formerly HBO Max. Yes, exactly. It's gonna turn itself into a symbol. Yes, HBO also has the Miyazaki movies, which is nice because I have not seen all of them, and I'm kind of working my way through them. I've seen most of them, but there's a couple I'm missing. Am I doing this on camera? Okay. You don't like Danny... Who's Danny McBride? What would I know him from? There we go. Oh, these look great. If they were in focus, maybe you would agree. There we go. This is your sign that even if you don't want to make fishing lures, you should do at least a pride flag gradient at some point because these just look great. Except for the lesbian one is a little bit wonky, but they always are. It's okay. We love them anyway. You haven't seen it, but that's where the quote, "Please, these gays, they're trying to murder me." I haven't heard that, but that sounds great. Lazarus is on HBO Max. Definitely watch it. Okay. I'll put it on my watch list. Toothless. You're kind of using your hammock. That's so cute. Hang on, I gotta snap a quick picture. This little amphibian has yet to like really use his hammock. Okay, the lighting's not great, but maybe I can show you on here. Can you see him? He's like, oh, see, he just got off, but he had 1 foot on the hammock, and now he's... It's not the cutest thing. He's so cute. He makes me happy. Funny little guy. All right, let's see. I need cleanup brush. Oh, I need to go to Sally's. This is all the acetone I have left is at the bottle. Or at the bottom of this bottle, and dangerously low on acetone for someone who likes to redo their nails every day. I hear somebody behind me. Who is it? Oh, maybe there was a dog, but they're gone. Yeah, feather fall. Exactly. He loves to do that. He'll just like swim to the top and then just float down. Another thing he likes to do that scared the crap out of me the first couple times I saw him do it is he likes to just kind of float at the top sometimes. Like with his back up, not his belly up. If he was belly up, I would have a heart attack. But he'll just like float with his back kind of poking out of the water, and he looks awfully dead. But he scared me, so I poked him, and then he got mad and swam away, and I was like, oh, thank God. But yeah, he just likes to do that sometimes. I wish he would love his hammock too, but he does hang out in his pot a lot more. So eventually I think he'll learn to love his hammock. You know, amphibians are not known for their intelligence. It takes him a little while to figure things out. But he's got a little personality, which is exciting. You don't really see personalities until you hit, like, turtles in terms of, you know, individual differences and stuff. But I'd say he has some quirks that are uniquely his own. It gives him a personality. But that's one of those, like, animal intelligence things that's really hard for us as humans to perceive and measure. Animal intelligence, so maybe he's got a lot more going on than I realized, but all I can tell. Talk to your amphibians about pot and how they should get in the pot. You see his big pot? He's been hanging out inside the big pot a lot more, and it's so cute. Sometimes your 21-year-old cat sleeps like she's dead and I have to poke her. But I do that too with my older dog. If he's sleeping a little too soundly, first I'll stare at him to try and see any rising, you know? But then I will go poke him. And he does not enjoy it, but I just need to know. I need to know you're okay. I'm just the worried mother. So I feel you. Turtles are reptiles. So at about the reptile levels when you really can start telling like differences between individuals. Not always. But oh, and I think it was my husband and I were having a really interesting conversation. Humans apparently maybe were kind of like that once too, where some people had conscious thought and some people didn't. Like, I'm talking about like ancient, like Greek writings and stuff. And at first it seems like they were just saying, like, haha, I'm smarter than you or whatever. But like, no, the more you read into it, the more they're like, no, some people just like don't think. Like, have no thoughts. And it's kind of interesting. So I wonder, we always like to hold humans really high up in the intelligence category, right? But I wonder how recent in our evolution that really did become a thing, that most people have consciousness who weren't just going on base instinct. So kind of interesting. Because there's that moment when you're a kid, right? where you like come online. I think probably most people have two kind of awakenings, right? You have the childhood awakening where you like just become conscious. Things, right? No thoughts sound nice, right? It sounds easier. And then I'd argue you have a later awakening where you start having more independent thoughts and stuff. Um, wasn't that a vine of that girl being like, "Do you ever think?" And then the windows. So funny. Um, I think I had my second awakening a lot later than other people. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I didn't start thinking independently until just later than other people because man, I was definitely on autopilot a lot of my childhood. But I think that's because I have super strict parents. Isn't it true that people today also operate on vibes but not thoughts? I think a lot of people are in survival mode, and that makes it appear as if they're just kind of like going with the flow, going through life. But I think it's more of a coping strategy than it is an actual like absence of consciousness. I don't know how often that even happens where you just have no internal monologue, you know what I mean? If he's snoring or breathing heavy while he's asleep, cat must be dead. No, if he's snoring, I'm happy. I love the sound. Disassociation. Thank you, short nails. I love the sound of my old dog snoring. There you are. Yeah, just talking about you. Hang on. Dog break. Dog break. Yeah. Come show him how alive you are. Yeah, I'm very alive. Good boy. I still have some trouble with theory of mind. It's fascinating. I know nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't study psychology. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just throwing out some of my own thoughts. When your cat was super sick, you would constantly be watching on cat camp. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I am with this guy. He does need another surgery on his back end, unfortunately, but it's a relatively minor surgery, so hopefully the recovery is not too bad for him. But yeah, the floofiest tail continues to have troubles. I'm sure the cat. Go look at the camera. Oh, one of you guys needs to feed him. He wants a treat. I know, your poor little back end. Your poor little back end. Here, I'll give you food. This one's from Mama. Yippee! Yeah, she got distracted mid-cookie. You have to remind yourself that everyone has different information than me. Yes, it's so hard. I struggle. There we go. Okay, one more cookie from Short Nails. One more cookie. One more cookie. Yeah. Say thank you, Short Nails. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. There you go. Sorry. It's really hard for me to understand that other people don't have the same perspective as me. And I get, because I'm an Aries, I get mad really fast when I'm not understood. And then I have to like take a deep breath and be like, okay. They don't see it from my perspective. Maybe I should either explain myself or stop expecting everyone to be on board with what I'm thinking. And that's hard. I don't like it. Can someone give me a cookie, right? I want a cookie. Okay. Sorry. I was yapping too much and going slow, but we are all cleaned up. Focus. There we go. We are all cleaned up and ready for the next steps. That's what theory of mind is? Okay, see, that's how little I know. You love the summer haircuts. They look very professional. I hate their summer haircuts. It's so much better for them and keeps them cool and makes them easy to clean. But I love the floof. I miss their big bushiness. but short hair is a lot easier to clean. The understanding that everyone has separate thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I just forget to take it into account sometimes. You know what I mean? Okay. So, one little deviation from the way Lynn Reed did hers is I think gays need rainbows. They're ready for job interviews, right? Just put a little tie on them. I want to top this with linear holographic because we need some rainbows. And unfortunately, you're not really going to be able to see it on camera with the indoor lighting, but when I take pictures outdoors in the hopefully bright sunny day, I'm manifesting that because we've been having thunderstorms like crazy. I should be able to get some rainbows. But also, like, real fishing lures are usually kind of like a metallic. They have some shininess to it, so I feel like this adds that little metallic touch. I feel like I've been streaming for so long, but it's only been an hour and a half. We're actually doing pretty good. I think the fish would like holo. I think they would too. I'd want to eat a holographic fishing lure if I saw this in the water. Heck yeah, man. Oh, I meant to tell you guys about fish sexuality because that's fascinating. First of all, there are species, and there's a word for it, I just can't remember right now, that change genders with age. Like the clownfish start off as all male and turn into females when they get older. That's crazy. I think that's super cool. But what also is really interesting about fish is their ability to hybridize, to make hybrids, especially the cichlids. So there's the, which silicone do I want to use? The African rift lakes are full of these little freshwater fish called cichlids, and there's way too many species for how narrow these lakes are. But that's how that works out. But they can hybridize like crazy. Snails can do themselves if need be. Yeah, sexuality gets more complex with body structure, so that's why like mammals and stuff are very dichotomous in that there's males and females typically. But yeah, the simpler you are, if you're just a little gastropod, you can just make whatever work. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's another snails around, I got this. And then plants are crazy. They can like double their genome and it's no big deal. We get one extra chromosome and our whole system messes up. But plants, they're like, nah, I can just clone myself. It's fine. Oh, you broke off a tree of a different species and stuck it to me? Yeah, I can grow that branch. What? What? Anyway, plants. Let me look at these fish. Okay, so for the bisexual fish, we need a yellow eye. I should not have thrown away my paper towel. I still need this. Fungi have hundreds of genders. Yeah, fungi are aliens, man. There's no way. There's no way. No thoughts, just plant. Exactly. They're just like, make more plants. The amount of abuse a plant can take too, like every pothos I've ever owned, I have chopped into little tiny pieces to propagate. And it's cool with it. It's just like, yeah, this is fine. Also, with the golden pothos, fascinating plant. It is a flowering plant, but because it's so good at cloning itself, it just never really bothers to flower. So like, if you see a pothos flower, it's like a super rare thing, which is cool. Okay. One eyeball. The lesbian flag has a blue eye. Do I want to do... Yeah, I'll do the dark blue. Try to make it match Linray's as much as I can. It's looking good. Thank you. This flower would be dodging. Exactly. It's like, I don't need that. I'll just make another clone. Let's see. This one. Pan has the pink eye. I'll use the pink from the buy flag. um, you didn't call your husband back after you spiraled. You just came to calm yourself down. I'm so sorry that you spiraled. Call your husband back. Tell him you're alive. You're good. You're watching nails, and everything's fine. Pothos, they just do whatever, man. They don't. Well, Pothos, I guess, are the opposite of kinky because they're like, no, I'll just make clones. I don't need to pollinate. I'm saying Pothos are ace representation. The kinkiest plants are definitely, I think, flowering plants in general. Angiosperms. And the way I taught the kids to remember angiosperms is Miss Angie loves her flowers, so those are your flowering plants. Versus gymnosperms, they go to the gym. They're too tough for flowers. Those would be things like pine trees and other non-flowering plants. But anyway, angiosperms, they use animals primarily. I don't think there's any, not the shame, but like, whew, that's quite that's quite exciting. Hi plants, we were just talking about how kinky plants are. You texted him, you dropped a screw in the dirt and couldn't find it, and it said, no panic, I'm so sorry. There's nothing worse than losing a tiny necessary thing. It's like, why? Why is there not a backup? Why is this happening to me? I do love a good pothos. They're in all of my fish tanks. They do so good. Yeah, plants are super wild, and I love that for them. It's honestly too complicated for me. I think I took a mini master in botany and stuff, or it just like touched on it a little bit, and I was just like, too many species. But speaking of flowers, I don't know if you guys saw, I did do a Topic Tuesday video on polishes inspired by my favorite flowers, and I did Texas wildflowers, and I'm very proud of it. So you should watch that. You've always wanted to put plants in the fish tank, but you're too scared. Oh, do it. It relieves your filtration. It's so nice. So here, let me show you on Big Dog Cam here. Hi, Toothless. Wow. Okay, so up here I have bamboo in Toothless's tank, and then there's actually little pothos cuttings in between each of the bamboos. My hope is that as the bamboo grows taller, the pothos will vine around them. But look at this peace lily. This peace lily is going nuts. It has roots all over the place. Of course, I have aquatic plants in there too that this little guy dug up out of their pots, and I'm a little annoyed about that, but that's okay. But yeah, this peace lily has done really well. I just have a grow light pointing at it, and yeah, it's very happy. So I highly recommend plants in your aquarium. Put this back where it was. There we go. Look at Toothless swimming around. Don't we have pothos in plant pots at our house? You can put them in water. Yes, you just have to prep them. So if you take a propagation, just grow it in water and then it'll be fine. It is a little bit difficult to... Hang on, I just realized my camera's like all wonky. Good enough. Okay. It's still super crooked, but it just be that way sometimes. But yeah, it is hard to take a plant that you've grown hydroponically and then put it in soil. You have to kind of like prep it, because When it grows in just water, that's the most you've seen an axolotl move. Yeah, he don't he don't move all that much. He chills most of the day. Um, when you grow a plant in water, their roots are very, very delicate because they're just exposed to water, right? Whereas when roots are grown in soil, they have that tougher layer of cells on the outside to kind of like protect themselves from the friction of the soil. So if you grow a cutting in water, you just want to introduce it to soil a little bit more gradually. So like just keep that soil really, really saturated, and then you can kind of slowly start watering it less and less. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had the best luck growing cuttings hydroponically and then moving them to soil, but keeping them in water is really easy. Let's see. You just went down the phase 2 Reddit rabbit hole. Oh no. It's an MLM. Oh, we love that. It's men loving men. Sometimes they look a little sad as they adjust. Yeah, they'll figure it out. If you buy plants from like the hardware store or whatever that you want to put in your fish tank, one, make sure you remove as much dirt as possible because there can be pathogens in the soil and stuff. And then I actually bleach mine, so I'll do like about a 10% bleach solution, and I'll dunk the plant, rinse it real good, dunk it again, rinse it real good, just to make sure I'm not introducing any yuckies to my fish. We have a dying peace lily that maybe that would help. Stick it in some water. They like being grown hydroponically. If you don't have a fish tank, just get like a vase with some leca in it, you know, some of those like weird little pebbles. And I bet you it'll be happy. You just did that to green onions. I've grown green onions in my fish tanks before. Yeah, I've propagated quite a few plants. I would like to get better at it. My plants have to thrive on neglect. I like to when I can leave them alone and they just figure themselves out. But with propagation, sometimes you have to be fussy. You just never thought of putting a full-grown plant into water. Yeah. Sweet potatoes are another one that love to be grown hydroponically. You just stick that sweet potato in there and it'll start growing roots and it'll have a good time. Granted, you have to like the roots in the aquarium look, which is not always my favorite, but like I said, it's really good for your filtration because it'll basically relieve your filter of a lot of the work. Okay, back to the fish. Oh, that was already open. Shoot. I just made a mess. Oh no. One moment. I did not realize I unscrewed that already. Oops. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay. Let's actually close this. You already grow lavender has been kind of fussy. I had trouble with lavender too. Lavender likes really dry soil. And it's wet around here, so I did not have any luck growing lavender. But that was quite a few years ago, so maybe I know better now. Probably not, though. I do not have a green thumb. As much as I want one. Okay. We got our little eyeballs. They have pupils now. And let's see. So our bifish... Actually, we need gills first. So I'll use my Starly brush. We have double gills on the lesbian. See, this is where Linnery's is going to be a lot better because the freehand skills. She has them. I do not. Your husband has the green thumb, thank God. Yeah, somebody Somebody's got to be able to grow something. I want to try some raised garden beds and see if I can just grow, you know, just some cucumbers, some tomatoes, just something. But I want to get that set up this summer. You got to take yours into the sun to keep it alive so it travels around. Yeah. Yes, that's one thing that I know if I started actually like moving my plants, they would do a lot better, but I'm just too lazy. I just can't be arsed. Okay. They look like weird little monsters. Are cucumbers hard to grow? I thought they were one of the easy ones to grow. Oh no. I eat a lot of cucumbers, so it'd be nice to be able to grow those. All right, the bye fish has dots. Because of course she does. She's so cute. I feel like maybe I put my eye too far back. That's okay. I can squeeze in one more little dot. There. Armenian cucumbers are best. They're a squash that tastes like cucumbers. Hey, as long as it tastes like cucumber, that's all I need. Because yeah, cucumbers are squash. Isn't that weird? Pumpkins are technically a type of cucumber. Once you start the cucumbers, will start raining. Zucchinis, I don't like the taste of. I would grow zucchinis, but I don't. No, I'm sorry. Cucumbers are not a squash. Zucchinis are a squash. Cucumbers are a type of melon. Ooh, I almost gave y'all misinformation. My bad. You have to make sure they don't get moisty under their leaves. Ooh, okay. You have trouble with cucumbers, but everyone's experienced microclimate. Yeah, that's the thing. I've seen some people grow cucumbers in buckets, and they seem to have success. So I'm like, You like zucchini bread for your zucchinis? That's all. That's all I would ever eat. It's zucchini bread. I just don't like zucchini very much. It's not the worst vegetable, but it's definitely not my favorite. Okay, there's our polka dots. Yeah, make sure it doesn't get moisty. Yeah, sorry. Cucumbers and watermelon are melons. Zucchini and pumpkin, butternut squash, they're all squash. Did you know there's technically no such thing as a pumpkin? It's just a shape of squash. It's interesting. What else would be cool to grow? Some carrots. Although I feel like every home garden carrot I've ever had is like really not good. So maybe not, but yeah, short nails. Is there no such thing as a zucchini? Probably not. So this is probably my favorite. I love teaching about plants. As little as I personally know about them, it is really fun to blow the kids' minds with little plant fun facts. So is it? I'm trying to remember. Broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, bok choy. I think. They're all the same plant. They're all the same plant. We just different parts of them or different breeds of them, like they've been domesticated for different traits, but it like scientifically, like species wise, all the same plant. Also, just in case, if you're ever confused about a vegetable, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a vegetable. Okay, that's a culinary term to describe what we call vegetables. But scientifically, there's no such thing as vegetables, so don't worry about it. When people are like, that's a fruit, not a vegetable. No such thing as vegetables. So don't even worry about it. Yeah, tomatoes are a fruit. So are broccoli florets. Those are literally the flower heads. Like, fruit is a thing. That's a ripened ovary of a plant. But there's no such thing as a vegetable. So if someone tries to correct you, just know that they don't know what they're talking about. Because it's all made up. Points don't matter. Except for the point of my nail art brush, which I have lost because I was yapping too much. We are talking about growing plants we can eat. Childhood destroyed. No such thing as VeggieTales. They are fake. Fake news. Yeah, because a cucumber is a fruit. It's got seeds in it. I've heard mint is unkillable. Why are we not growing, instead of grass, why don't we just grow mint yards? It's a bad idea. Okay. The stripes on the lesbian fish are not, they're not doing it for me, but I think we can fix it. I just keep fussing with it. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, they're not very good, but that's okay. Fruit tails didn't hit quite the same. Yeah, no. You've killed mint. Wow. I feel like you should get a badge for that, because that's... Did you just overwater it? Because I think that's the only thing I can think of that would kill some mint. You've always had good luck with cherry tomatoes. I've grown cherry tomatoes. Those were fun and easy. But they suck a certain nutrient out of the soil, I guess, and they have to be planted at a different spot every year. Yeah, I water my plants with the fish tank water, and that seems to help a lot. Oh, your cat killed the mint by rolling in it too much. Aw, that's the cutest murder. Hydroponic thing for herbs now? Yeah. That's funny. I guess, I wonder if animals like to roll in the mint as like a bug deterrent. You made too many mojitos. Pull the leaves off. Heck yeah. Tomatoes are heavy feeders. They take a lot of nitrogen. Yeah, nitrogen and phosphorus are going to be your two limiting factors for most plant growth, which is what most fertilizer has in it. Pea... Does pea have a lot of nitrogen in it? Fish pea certainly does. Ooh, do you want me to teach y'all about the nitrogen cycle? Mint is in a similar family to catnip, so some cats love it. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Alright, we need to do the most difficult on the pan, the little wiggly lines. So I'm gonna concentrate on that. Okay. And I'll yap about the nitrogen cycle while I'm drawing squiggly lines, trying to emulate Linry's as much as possible. So yeah, like I said, plants need nitrogen and phosphorus to grow. So if you're ever setting up a fish tank, you'll often get the advice to let it cycle. And what that is you're letting the bacteria build up that break down urea, P, into the different levels. And it's not just one bacteria. There's a whole group of bacteria that take through this nitrogen fixation. Which, yeah, plants, you got it, nitrogen fixers. The reason why some plants are nitrogen fixers is because they have nodules in their roots where those good bacteria can grow. So like the pea family, which is alfalfa, peas, soybeans, bluebonnets, they all have those little root nodules that allow the bacteria to grow and replace the nitrogen. Okay, there they are. They look cute. I think we did a good job. But yeah, there's one other way that nitrogen can get pulled into the soil, because bacteria are pulling it straight from the atmosphere. You can also add chemical nitrogen as well. But, sorry, my brain... I don't know, Linry. I still have time to smudge it. Don't you jinx me. I also have time to get it in focus. There we go. Right now, from this angle, they look like a little face that's got like a raised eyebrow. You did get called out. Plants, you're my A student today. Today you are my favorite. Anyway, nitrogen cycle. One last thing. The other way that nitrogen can enter soil from the atmosphere is through lightning. What? Isn't that weird? That's so weird. So basically, in the atmosphere, nitrogen is in these triple bonds, which is really, it's a tough bond. Like, it's really hard to break. But lightning has enough energy in it to rip those bonds out, and so you get nitrogen in the soil where lightning is struck. So I'm very happy with how these came out. Top coat with just Seche Vite. I don't even own Seche Vite. No, I'm gonna let these dry thoroughly while I clean my brush, and then I will use a smudge-free top coat because I am a coward. Because I fear. I have the fear of the smudge in my heart. Ooh, I got my brush nice and dirty. And it's doing that thing where it's trying to turtle in. Get out here. Stop turtling. I don't know how to fix this. I should contact Starling. Nail art can smell your fear. You have to be brave. Exactly. I have to put on a brave face, and the smudge-free top coat makes me feel better. Just in case you don't know how I've been taking care of my brushes, been working so far, I just do that with my cuticle oil on my silicone mat, and then I run my brush through it. Make sure it's coated on all sides. Take off the extra, and there you go. Nice and pointy. I'm trying to get into the Turtle Club. The Turtle Club. I've never actually seen that movie, but I do love that clip. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? What did I miss here? Don't think it happened to my cheap brush. I think it's acetone 8, the adhesive that keeps it in place. Oh, that might be it. I think with mine, I literally just pushed too hard. So I do feel like it was user error on my part, which is why I've been hesitating to reach out to Starling. That's okay. Oh, hang on. Toothless is doing the thing I love. Let's see if he'll turn around. He loves to go behind the bamboo and like walk across it sideways. Look at him. Look at him go. Isn't that so cute? Oh. It's a tight fit back there, but he just kind of squishes his way. Oh my god, he's so cute. Not all top coats are smudge-free. No. So a specific smudge-free top coat is water-based, which means it's not actually good for, like, as your only top coat. So I usually use it first, and then I'll put my quick dry. Oh my god, Toothless, look at his little hands. Oh. What a goofball. He's so cute. Sorry, I'm just admiring my own pet. Thank you, Holly. Holly gets it. We don't need to gamble. We're just risk averse. It reminds me of those videos of cats that like go under beds and like crawl like upside down against the mattress. That's what he reminds me of. I ask him every day how he can be so cute. He's never answered me. He's cute enough that it's worth having to deal with earthworms to feed him. If he could just eat the earthworm whole, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I have to cut it in half, and it's so gross, and I feel so bad. His secret is just being a little guy. It seems like when you're just a little guy, everything you do is cute. It's kind of amazing. So strive to have that little guy energy, and you'll just be a cutie patootie. Doesn't matter what you look like. We're bringing little guy energy. I'm so excited about these. Okay, while that's drying, I think we should enjoy. You could do axolotls, you could cut worms all the time to the fish. I hate it. I hate having to cut the worm. I feel it writhes. Ooh, I feel so bad. Look at them glow. Oh, you can't see it. They're glowing too bright. Let me pull the light away a little bit. Can I do? Oh, in person, you can see the colors a lot better and they look amazing. I'm gonna do my best to photograph these. Exactly. They're juicy and I'm just like, ooh. Oh my god. These look so good. I wish they didn't look so bad on camera. What if I turn more lights off? Hang on. Hang on. Let me call for reinforcements. Husband. Oh, husband. Please help. Do I have worm cutting scissors? I do. I do. I took a bonsai class one time with a friend, which was really fun, but I learned that I don't like bonsais. And part of it is, you know, you got your little bonsai, but also you got these like nice little shears, like scissors shear things, and those are now my dedicated worm scissors. Can you turn off the lights? All right, make it nice and dark in here. Let's see if you can see the colors now. If I go from an angle. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Haha. Some of these, the colors are not showing up as well, but honestly, like the pan one especially, you can see the colors nice and bright. And then I'll try to take some outdoor, I'm gonna tell ghost stories. Yes, everybody do gay fishing lure nails. We are trolling the entire gay community by doing only fish lure nails for Pride this year. But yeah, I'll try to get some nice sunshine pictures to show off the hollow. The neon white is pretty good, right? It's pretty good. Look at all these. Oh, look at the paper towel. That's like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful paper towel. They came out so good. Linry, thank you. Thank you for letting me steal your nail art once again. I'm so happy with these. I do think yours is better for the freehanding, but I'm glad I went with neons for my gradient. I don't think they're all 10 out of 10s, but like the buy and the pan, whoo, beautiful. So I'm not going to turn the lights back on. It's too much work. I'm just going to say goodbye. Goodbye from the dark here. Maybe I'll turn the face one on. Ah. Thanks y'all for joining me. Oh, thank you, Linry. I still have to put on my final top coat. I'll do that off camera, and I could still smudge them, but probably not. So thank you for letting me steal your art. Thank you everybody for coming. I hope you have a great night. Look for a poll. I'll either post it on Instagram or on YouTube for a time to change my stream time to for the summer, since I don't got nothing going on. And yeah, be on the lookout for extra streams and videos, hopefully coming soon. But thanks for coming. Got the fishing lures in the dark. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a good night. Not Tuesday? Okay. Not Tuesday. Bye, y'all.